Një tjetër reagim nga një tjetër grupim I rëndësishëm në Parlamentin Evropian, siç është krahu I majt, jam këtu me raportuesin për Shqipërinë, Nikola Vuljanić, me të cilën do diskutoj pikërisht për këtë çështje. Hello.
Hello.
And happy to see you here. There is, this great debate about the possibility of destruction of chemical weapons from Syria regime in Albania, and the question that every Albanian, but not only, is doing now is, in your point of view, has Albania the conditions, necessary conditions, to deal with this?
I've heard the unofficial talks about this problem, nothing official, and I've read something in the papers. Well, it's rather funny that this chemical weapons, which become garbage, should be destroyed in Albania. I'm not quite sure that Albania is the country with the highest technological level of having to deal with garbage disposal and things like that. It's a big business. It's a big business. Quite a lot of money is involved. I don't know how much, but it must be quite a lot of money. And I'm afraid that some people have become a little bit greedy and jumped on the chance to earn a lot of money, and this could be dangerous for Albania and for the neighbors. By the way, I'm an ecologist and a member of a lot of ecological organizations in Croatia, and I would cry aloud if it happened in Croatia, and would do anything to prevent it. There are obviously many other places where this could be done. If nowhere, it could be done there, in the countries which are most opposed to the use of chemical weapons, and the countries which pressure Syria at this moment, let's say the United States or something. So why just Albania? I don't understand.
I can notice that no matter what political group in the European Parliament, everybody is saying the same thing. Albania doesn't have the technological capacity to deal with this.
Exactly,
but
it's quite obvious. I mean, Albania is, well, whatever you say, Albania is at the bottom of technological development in Europe, right? Now, this quite demanding job of destroying chemical weapons goes to this kind of a country. What's the matter? I can think of nothing else but huge corruption.
you were saying yourself that you were part. You are ecologists and you are part of different organizations. So the question that I wanted to put to you is what the consequences of this destruction of chemical weapons in Albania can have for the country and the neighboring country.
Right. As we already said, Albania is technologically far behind the Western countries. But it can be an advantage. You don't have the industry, you have the clean country. Don't destroy it. Don't destroy it in such a stupid way as disposing of chemical weapons or other people's garbage. Don't let your country become the garbage yard, junkyard of Europe. You can do better.
And you know that another MEP from the EPP, I mean the other part of the European Parliament, he said the European Union has something to say on this. We cannot just simply stay alone and not say anything because Albania will be part of European Union.
Right. One day Albania will be the part. It's on the way to become the candidate this autumn, or well, let's say this autumn. It cannot. All the other European countries cannot just stand aside and say we don't care what happens. It's not true. It's here in our backyard. We are neighbors, and it's quite near. And by the way, I wouldn't like to see any country which is economically pressed in such a way as Albania is to become the junkyard of the rich. it's not just, it's not honest, it's a scandal, really. It's a scandal in the European Union. We have to say something. There will be discussions on Albania candidacy in the Committee of Foreign Affairs and in the plenary. And I suppose this will be one of the issues, really.
Mm-hmm. And the last question that I wanted to put to you is, do you think that this kind of issues has to be dealt through referendum, the minimum in a country?
Well, this is a big thing, really. This is a big thing. It's not just opening a junkyard somewhere in the province. It's a big business, big thing. And I don't know who is doing it, really. Are these companies for processing garbage, are they privately owned or state-owned? They're privately owned. Well, I would never allow a privately owned company to do this in my country. Let's say like this. And I would raise all the noise I could and ask for a referendum, definitely.
And the fact, just to end up, the fact that Turkey, Norway, and I think Jordan did not accept this offer from US, but Albania did. Does that mean that Albania doesn't really have the courage to say no?
Well, I wouldn't like to interfere into Albanian foreign policy, but one day Albania will have to decide. Where is it? Is it the 51st star or is it a part of European Union? You cannot be both. It doesn't go. You will have to decide one day. Maybe this is the occasion where the Albanian authorities could say, no, thank you, we won't allow it in our country. This would be a brave step, which they will have to do sooner or later. But this is a good instant to say we want to protect our citizens. We don't care about this money, we want to protect our citizens, it won't happen in Albania. I would do that if I were anything in the Albanian government.